Ramly bin Mokni had an idea of selling his own brand after being a butler near his home. He then took his opportunity with his beloved wife, Salasiah binti Abdul Manap, after a years of marriage. The chain continued to expand domestically and internationally, reaching total of more than 25,000 restaurants in the entire countries such as Indonesia, Singapore, Brunei, Cambodia, and Bangladesh.
Main discussion of this assignment is relate the economic concept of scarcity, choice and opportunity cost to the product. Relate the economic problem of what to produce, how much and for whom to produce with the product. Second, relate the product price with law of demand and law of supply. Must have diagram. Third, relate the concept of elasticity of demand, price or income or cross, or elasticity of supply, price, for the product, with determinants of elasticity, diagram and calculation. Choose any two types of elasticity. And the last one is the concept of equilibrium, determination of price and quantity equilibrium, and the concept of government intervention, price floor, price ceiling, or entails to the product. Choose any related concept.
Every company have faced four basic economic problems: what to produce, how much to produce, how to produce, for whom to produce. First, what to produce. Ramly company choose to produce fast food as their main product to gain maximum profit, as there are lots of food lovers in Malaysia. How much to produce? As fast food company, Ramly need to estimate how many packs they need to produce in certain period of time, so the goal profit can be achieved. How to produce? Ramly company choose to use advanced machinery and hire professional employees so their production can be more efficient and smoother. For whom to produce? Ramly company target their customers, which consist of households and restaurants that sell fast foods.
So, let's proceed to law of demand and law of supply. Law of demand stated that when price rises, quantity demanded will decrease. As we can see in the graph, when the price rises, quantity demanded decrease and produce a downward sloping in the graph. So, let's proceed to law of supply. Law of supply has a positive relationship where when price increase, quantity supply also increase, that will produce an upward sloping at the supply curve. Do you know why law of supply has a positive relationship? Law of supply has a positive relationship because the seller wants to gain higher net profit every month for their business.
Price elasticity of demand. Price elasticity of demand measures the degree of responsiveness of the quantity demanded for a particular goods with respect to the changes in the price. More precisely, it is the percentage change in quantity demanded relative a 1% change in price, ceteris paribus. When price for Ramly burger is RM6.32, quantity demanded for Ramly burger is 13. When price for Ramly burger is RM7.90, quantity demanded for Ramly burger is 7. Calculation: Q2 minus Q1 over Q1 multiplied by P1 over P2 minus P1, which is 7 minus 13 over 13 multiply RM6.32 over RM7.90 minus RM6.32. We got the final answer is 1.85 elastic demand. We use absolute value to exclude the negative sign. In this case, as 0 less than elastic demand less than 1. Demand is very responsive to the price changes. As price increase by 1%, the quantity demanded for Ramly burger will decrease 1.52% and vice versa.
Ramly bin Mokni had an idea of selling his own brand after being a butler near his home. He then took his opportunity with his beloved wife, Salasiah binti Abdul Manap, after a years of marriage. The chain continued to expand domestically and internationally, reaching total of more than 25,000 restaurants in the entire countries such as Indonesia, Singapore, Brunei, Cambodia, and Bangladesh.
Analysis of market equilibrium. Buyers and sellers come together to decide what goods and services to buy and sell in the marketplace. In order to determine the equilibrium price and quantity of products in a marketplace, buyers and sellers ought to communicate efficiently. As an end result, market equilibrium is defined as quantity demanded equal to quantity supplied. There might be no willingness for the price and quantity to change as soon as the market equilibrium were established. Equilibrium price and the quantity are achieved when the demanded DD intersects with the supply SS. As the marketplace equilibrium is determined, this amount represents the point of stability where the price and quantity have no tendency to change. This is a marketplace situation in which buyers and sellers are willing to buy and sell.
Government intervention in RAMLY company. Price control. Price control can be divided into two types, which is price ceiling and price floor. There is no ceiling price for RAMLY company as it is the form of company that produce normal goods within the market. Government sets a minimum price for RAMLY company due to natural disaster and COVID-19 pandemic that hit our country.
Non-price control. Indirect tax. The government imposed an indirect tax on products as shown in this graph. As production costs rise, products delivery decrease and cause an increase of the price. So the graph will shift to the left. As and the result, the RAMLY company will reduce the number of products produced in order to avoid loss in the
In conclusion, from all the data, we can conclude that it is important for a market to specify the buyer from all resources and to determine the quantity and time of the production and demand. Market works best when supply and demand work simultaneously.